Okay, so we're gonna scrap out this interesting thing I said I had in my last video that I was gonna make a video about. I think it was for something with a sub pump, but it might be for a well, because I don't see any way to trigger the sub pump to turn on, and the sub pump wouldn't be above this, it would be under, but it looks like something did go into there and down. But I don't know, whatever it is, we're gonna take it apart. It's got some killer brass. This float is copper, this is brass, and this is copper, but the only part that's steel is this pipe, but it looks like there's another piece of brass pipe running through it. But when I got this thing, it was so disgusting. It was covered in black slime, so I left it out in the sun for a couple days, let it dry it out. I also left it out in the rain, and then the rain washed it off. And then I got my wire brush out, and I tried to get off as much of this calcium lime scale stuff. So I said, I don't know what it is, some type of float obviously, and we're gonna take it apart, get the good stuff off, because this is kind of interesting. So I guess I'll start with getting the steel pipe off, and we'll check out that brass pipe. So we did have a piece of brass pipe inside of this. Just comes right out. That's pretty interesting. Alrighty, pipe off and steel pipe. We're gonna want to get this float out of the way so we can cut this pipe in half, that we can slide it off, but it's got this hook here. So we're gonna have to cut that off to get the float freeable, accessible. All right, that was easy. Let's get this pipe cut. All right, there's that killer pipe. Look at that. Nice. There's our float. We're gonna have to get this piece of brass off of there. It's pretty cool. Some number 3. And then this is pretty much all brass, but first we should probably file it down and make sure. All right, let's see this. Looks like that might be die cast. I don't know, it might just be because of the sun. Yep, brass. Oh, that end looks like it's copper. This is copper for sure. Yeah. All right. So I guess now we'll get this off, and then this end, is that copper? I don't know, but that's in there pretty good. So, all right, back to the vise. Well, now that we're out of the sun, I could see that that's actually brass. So let's get this top removed. Probably be easier to actually just put this in like that, and then try to spin this, but I don't know. We'll see if we can get it. Who knows how many years that thing's been stuck in there. Oh, it's coming out. Nice. All right, so we got a little bit of copper off of there. Think we can get this out of there? I don't know, let's see. The nicest part is it's got this pipe on there. So let's see if we can get this. All right, it's gonna be a pain. Well, since this is brass and this is copper, we can leave that on there. I'm not gonna fight with it. So there's that. And then finally we got our brass pipe and the steel. I bet we could hit it a couple times with the hammer and the steel will just crumble right off. Yep, Pretty simple. Man, there's something in here. I could hear it. It's probably a cat. Oh well. All right, that's pretty much it for this thing. So we'll just do a quick rundown. Well, we almost forgot about this. Get this piece of brass off the float. So we could probably just, since it's already half breaking off, we could probably just put it in a vise and pop it off, maybe. Or maybe I could just bend it. Nah, we'll use the axe. That's funner that way. I'll hatch it. Yeah. So we got another piece of brass. Those screws, brass. Yep, nice. I wouldn't want to clean that. So there's our other piece of brass and our float. So here it all is in its entirety. Here's our steel pipe. These are always cool to keep. You don't even need them for a sub pump, just if you need a nice double clamp. And then here's our brass, the piece we just knocked off that float. Here's the piece we cut off of that. Here's the pipe. There's that cool lever valve thing. Nice brass pipe. Another nice piece of brass. And here's our float, number 3 sheet copper. And then here's our one little lonely piece of number 2. So not much to it, but it was an interesting piece of scrap. Figured I'd make a video about it. All right, guys. See you later.